If you're suffering from foot pain, ankle pain, knee pain, or even hip pain, there are a whole bunch of things you need to pay attention to. The one that gets ignored the most is the feet. So stay tuned. Hey, I'm Dr. Shakib here from Irvine Spinal Wellness Center, your Irvine chiropractor. And what I want to go over is the importance of feet in the health of your ankles, your feet, of course, knees, and hips. So this is a very simple exercise that we don't really get to do as much, or we don't get exposed to. A lot of other exercises exist, but this is foundational to how our feet should be. Number one thing that I want to bring your attention to is come over here. I know I never claimed to be an artist, but if this is a foot, this is your big toe, that's your second toe, the center of balance should be between, basically in the middle of your second toe and going to the middle of your heel or your calcaneus. So this imaginary line is very, very important. So if this is my foot, the line needs to go all the way there. So as I'm standing, Desiree, take a shot of my feet. As I'm standing, I want to make sure that my feet are, my weight is balanced on that imaginary line I just showed on the board. So as I'm standing there, and it's an extra time you're taking, but it's time well spent. So you want to make sure that you're standing balanced on that imaginary line, and you kind of do a quick assessment of your knees and your hips. Or does it feel like your knees are pulled in or out? Kind of check the status of all of this. The next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you're on the ball of your feet as you're standing on that imaginary line, and then you're going to lift all of your toes up. When you lift them all up, now you want to spread your toes. It looks like duck feet. Come over here, Desiree, get a super wide shot of my feet. So this is my normal foot. I lifted all of the toes up, I spread them, and I put them down there. So now the reason you want to be able to spread them is because you've got all these muscles that exist at the bottom of your feet that they need to be in a top shape. If they're not, and if they're constricted, they don't allow proper balancing at the bottom of your feet. And as you walk in through your gait, it really makes a huge impact there. So then the next thing you want to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn around here because I want to show you something. The next thing you want to do is you want to be able to go up all the way. Hold it. If you need to hold on to something, gently bring it down. I'm going to turn around so you can see that as I go up, I want to make sure my heels go up and come down. I'm going to show you different variations. I'm going to go up, and I want to be able to come down evenly. If I go up and let one or both of my heels go in, I'm really not practicing a balance on both sides of my legs and my hips. The imbalance on the inside and outside of your legs and thighs lead to issues with the knees and the hips. So this is a very, very simple exercise you can do, and you should do this in front of a mirror so you can see what's going on. And if you're not able to bring and do this correctly, just do it seated. So the seated version is just going to be just like I'm doing standing up. I balance my feet, my weight on that imaginary line, lift my toes up, spread, go down, bring it up, and gently down. So you want to make sure Your tibialis muscles, which are on the outside of your legs, are nicely stretched. If they're not stretched, they lead to a lot of issues that have to do with the bottom of the feet. If the arch is not lifted, the intrinsic muscles here are not, they don't have the integrity they need to have. Everything is compromised. As you see once more, everything is related. It's a simple fix, something you give yourself an attention to. Things that compromise the integrity of it are uncomfortable shoes, high heels, tight shoes, a lot of different things. The fact that we don't walk as much, our gait is compromised. So everything above leads to issues at the bottom, which is the feet, and issues on the feet lead to issues above. So it's kind of like one feed another. It's a vicious cycle that you need to break. Anyway, I hope that you got something of value out of this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I now also have a podcast, Life and Health Matters with Dr. Shakib, that you can find on Google and, is it Google?
Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcasts.
There you go. I have Apple, so it was Apple Podcast. Anyway, thanks for watching and talk to you soon.